Hello everyone, this is Samir from AI Probably, and I will be talking about a recent announcement made by JetBrains about the creation of a new IDE fleet. So here is the official web page, which gives a small glimpse of all the features we will be getting in Fleet. So it is to be noted that JetBrains has around 20 years of experience when it comes to developing and designing IDEs, and it uses the IntelliJ code processing engine, which runs separately from the editor itself. Also, there is a new and refreshing user interface, as we can see here. So, firstly, let me talk about how it's lightweight and efficient. Okay, so we are given two modes here, which is the editor light mode and the IDE smart mode. And we know that how important speed is when it comes to programming. So, the earlier, previously made IntelliJ IDEs such as Project Rider or IDEA, it used to take a lot of time for all the project and dependencies to load. But in case of Fleet, this problem seems to be resolved as it opens up simultaneously and you can start editing your code in just a few seconds. So for this, we have two modes, and in the editor light mode, we trade off our most complex capabilities for speed. In this mode, we are given a few basic syntax highlighting features, etc. And second is IDE smart mode. And in this smart mode, with a click of a button, we get all these features: code completion, navigation to definition and usages, on the fly code quality check, bug fixes, etc. Here we can see the example of a function that is being given all the options available. Next major point I would like to discuss is collaboration. So collaboration has been given a major boost, or is the main focal point in Fleet. As we can see here, with Fleet you can work with others and it does not matter if the project is local or remote. We can not only share the editor but also the terminal, debugging sessions, perform code exploration, and many other options will be available. So a collaboration session can be initiated or everyone can connect to a shared dev environment. So there are multiple options that encourage collaboration, which in turn makes it a better experience for a group of people or multiple people to come together and add their insights to the project meaningfully, as well as debug everything with ease. Okay, so one of the major advantages of Fleet is that it is polyglot, or it supports several languages. So developers often use a variety of languages, and not only across different projects but also within a single project. So with Fleet, we take that approach one step further by combining everything into a single IDE. So you no longer have to open different IDs with their own specializations. So with Fleet, for example, a mobile development team might employ Java, JavaScript, or HTML5, and other DSS such as SQL, XML, and CSS are often needed or are built into enterprise applications as well. So one developer might be proficient in multiple languages, or a team of developers can work together and perform polyglot programming. So this tells us how important the entire concept of polyglot is, because when a single general purpose language cannot offer the desired level of functionality or interact properly with the database, we need to have a feature like this. Okay, so in conclusion, there is a support for many languages. There will be a support for many languages and technologies out of the box, with more will be added later. Okay, so Fleet also automatically detects your project configuration from the source code, which maximizes the value you get from the smart code processing. Okay, let's talk about the distribution. Okay, the Fleet is built from the ground up to cater to the needs of developers who don't necessarily work with local projects. With its distributed architecture, Fleet doesn't care if a project is local in a container or in another country thousands of miles away, by providing a virtualized system. So in here, space comes into play. Fleet can work with local and remote projects equally well. So Fleet's architecture is separated into front-end, back-end, workspace server, and file system watcher. This permits Fleet itself to run in a distributed manner, allowing for scenarios where analysis and other operations can run on a remote machine, for instance. So this is where space comes into play. Here I will show you. Okay, Fleet can tap into the power of space, which is a dev environment, and with the power of virtual machines, we can make use of this environment, which pre-configures everything, and you can choose the type of configuration you want. For example, here we are given 16 CPU cores, 32 gigs of memory, and everything. Okay, so you can connect to this dev environment with Fleet from a personal machine in a few clicks and dispose of it once the task is complete. Okay, now let's talk about remote development. So the main idea behind remote development is to overcome the limits of local machines or slow laptops, right? So with this goal in mind, the IDE's front end and back ends have been separated, and our local machines would act as clients with only the IDE's user interface on our local machines, which will communicate to the remote backend, and the remote backend will be responsible for all the heavy lifting. Okay, so next I would like to discuss about what is a dev environment. Here we can see that on a local machine with the help of Fleet or any other IDE, we can connect to the dev environment, which takes care of all the backend components, which in turn connects to the cloud storage. Here we have the project indexes, dependencies, and everything. So why choose Space for remote development? So the main idea behind Space is that it basically pre-configures everything needed for your project or any project to run for that matter. It's very cost effective. So we can choose the virtual machine that fits the complexity and size of your project. And also it has the option of hibernation. If a VM is not used for more than 30 minutes, then it goes into hibernation, and it keeps the code safe and secure. So every virtual machine or environment are separated. So when it comes to security, the VM can be disposed of once the work is completed. Another thing is authentication and authorization. So only a select few users will be given permissions for managing the code and workspaces. Also, what is already available in space dev environments. So there is a pre-configured reproducible environments, as we can see here. So this is very useful for new developers that don't really need to set up your environment, and they can start working. Now, I've already discussed about sharing the dev environment. You can, with everyone, you can share your terminals or debugging sessions. Yeah, scalability. Also, you can choose the type of virtual machine you would like. For example, regular, large, or extra large, depending on the scope of your project. Okay, so now let's see all the different essential tools provided by Fleet. The terminal, we can share our terminals in collaborative sessions. With Git, we can basically work with different branches or use a different view and commit code. And we can run and debug a Java project or any other language support that has been added. With GoTo feature, we can quickly navigate through our code and search for different definition files, symbols, everything. It's multi-platform, so we can use Fleet on Mac, Windows, or Linux. With themes, there are only two options available as of now, the light and dark theme, but more opportunities for customization will be coming soon. Also, there will be plugins for support for additional languages. And lastly, there's port forwarding, which will in turn be more useful for remote dev environments. So the last point I would like to discuss is how is Fleet better than its competitors? So with the help of the focus on remote development, we will be able to choose to run some of the IDE's backend processes elsewhere. And like other IDEs, we no longer have to depend upon the local machine for all the computation. This means our machines don't need to do all the heavy lifting and just act as clients. Secondly, the code processing engine, which implements stuff like code refactoring or auto completions and searching for definition and usages, is much better and much easier to understand compared to other IDEs. And they have adopted a minimalistic and simple to understand user interface, which will help newcomers as well as make everything easier to digest. The next point is different performance mode. As discussed earlier, there is the editor light mode or the smart mode. So we can either choose between speed or tons of tools and functionalities. And we can switch to the smart mode in a single button. So you can turn your editor into a full-blown ID. Okay, so the last point is collaboration, which as I discussed has been given a lot of importance here and will surely give Fleet the edge, leading to better teamwork, quick bug fixes, and much smoother communication. So thank you so much for watching, guys. This will be all for Fleet.